Welcome back. We are sitting down with two of the core team behind the Nioh franchise as the team at Koei Tecmo prepares to release Nioh 3 next year. We'd love to hear more about what we can expect from the latest entry in the time-traveling samurai game series. So please welcome Emmanuel Master Rodriguez, the community manager at Team Ninja Studio, and Team Ninja's creative director, Tom Lee. Welcome both. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Before we jump into it, let's take a look at the latest trailer for Nioh 3. That looks incredible. Tom, Emmanuel, I've got some questions. I've written them down, so I'm going to be reading them. So first up, in addition to eras like the Sengoku era and the Heian era, the game ventures into the Bakamatsu period of the Japanese history, which is at the end of the samurai era. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so it's the first time the franchise has visited that time period. Can you explain what that brings to the story and this kind of like tumultuous part of history?
Sure. The Bakumatsu era is an amazingly tumultuous time where old cultures meet new cultures. It's also the West meets East. And a lot of changes are happening in Japan. And also, it's sort of the end of the samurai era. So there's a lot of push and pull of that structure that has happened. So it creates for an amazingly dramatic backdrop for our game. It sets up a lot of amazing combat sequences and a lot of storylines. So yeah, Bakumatsu's era is something that we know something about as well, very well. We created an entire game based on that era called Rise of the Ronin a few years back.
Yeah. And I mean, so this is the first time in the series that you're able to switch between ninja and samurai. So how does that impact, returning players who absolutely love the... We've got a phone call. It's fine.
It's a ninja or a
Honestly,
samurai.
I've been so afraid this whole show that my Ring camera is going to go off. So I'm just glad it's not me. So how does being able to swap between ninja and samurai, what does that bring for returning players, and what advantages are new players going to get too?
So, yeah, this is the first time that the game allows you to have two distinct styles. So you'll have the ninja and samurai style, and what that does is it gives you more opportunity to approach combat differently. So in some cases, you may normally have a struggle against a certain type of yokai or enemy, and this gives you that opportunity to use different styles to adjust and fight these enemies. Ninja style is more like quick, it has high agility, so it helps you get away from combat sometimes, kind of go in real quick and come back out, whereas samurai is a little bit more hard-hitting. It's a traditional Nioh style. Yeah. So it kind of gives you that freedom of exploring the open field that we have now to take on tasks the way you want to.
Can you mentioned the enemies there. Can you tell us a little bit more about the yokai that players will be going up against this time?
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll have new yokai that you'll be facing. You'll, of course, will have new warlords as well. And you'll also be checking out some of the familiar yokais that you might have encountered in Nioh 1 or Nioh 2 as well, as you're exploring these open fields. So that's like one of the biggest things that we've included in this game. And you'll see them roaming out there, maybe even a boss you'll see out there. Wow. And it's just one of the many experiences that players can look forward to, on top of the Crucible as well. So the Crucible will also add another layer with new yokai inside and a new level of difficulty.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, before we wrap this segment, we like to play a little game called Fandomly Feud, as we are part of fandom. So
legally distinct from Family Feud, thank you.
Yes. Don't come for us, Steve Harvey. If you had to guess, what do you think are the top 3 most visited character pages on the Nioh wiki? So which characters do you think the fans are looking up the most? If you had to guess.
Pick one.
Okay.
I would say William, because he's our first and protagonist of the series. He's also the one Western guy. And he appears in multiple series. So I would think that he has sort of that global presence.
Yeah, kind of has that.
I would pick him.
He looks
Yeah.
cool as well. He's cool as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely has that. I feel like he has that global appeal as well.
Right.
So got one.
Yeah, so we got one. I think Hattori Hanzo is kind of like a very
Legendary.
The
known,
legend.
legendary figure. A lot of people recognize that game. I mean, not that game, that character. And it's just a very cool character. You know, it's a ninja. A lot of people like ninjas. So, and then I think the third one I would say is Okatsu.
Okay.
So she is like a strong female character that a lot of people like because it's kind of like implied a little bit. That's kind of like the love interest for William. So I think people like that strong female character and the possibility that
Potential love interest.
Yeah.
yeah, the
For
potential.
William.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'll be happy to hear you nailed it.
Yeah.
Good job. That was all three of them. Nailed it.
Amazing.
Well done.
Well, thank you again so much for joining us. What can players look forward to in the near future? Obviously, we've got the release date, but there's something else coming? Maybe a demo?
We have a demo coming out. January 29th, I believe, is the date on that. And you guys can look forward to checking out the demo. If you didn't get to try it the first time, you'll get to try it out on Steam and on PS5.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much again. And as a reminder, Nioh 3 will release simultaneously on PS5 and PC via Steam on February 6th, 2026.